Hey, what's up guys, this is Oakley, and CA is rolling out this week with some news on the Dwarfs. More's to come, but they get us started with short biography of Thorgrim Grudgebearer. So they set the stance for this, and he's going to be presumably the leader, the equivalent to what Karl Franz is, and so he's going to be the legendary lord character. And they do say here that they are going to make some tweaks to the lore, such as embracing alliances and new technology. So that's obviously not true to the lore, but they need to do it for gameplay's sake. Then they do confirm that here he's going to have the Great Book of Grudges in the game, perhaps having political ties or maybe mini quests that you have to do to gain favor of the various dwarven Karaks, bring them together. That's perhaps how I see the Book of Grudges being done here, because it says here he's been given a task to fill out these entries and resolve the grudges. So perhaps you have the little mini quest to solve various grudges. And then they mentioned that he rules out of Karazhan Kor, the capital of which is Karaz-a-Karak. So again, those being mentioned over and over again brings me hope that we will see Karaz-a-Karak and underground dwarven Karaks brought to life, which would be simply beautiful and stunning. And so I can't wait to see that. I hope they do show us some of that gameplay in the near future. Then they go on and talk about, his throne of power and the axe of Grimnir and all this stuff about the dwarves and how they have to now come back and unite. So hopefully we'll be seeing more of that in the future with this a whole introduction trailer. But here what we're going to get as well is going to be an introduction to two units, just these types of unit spotlights. So let's stop here, look straight up at the artwork, and allow, collect the drool that's coming off collectively from our mouths right now, because this looks goddamn beautiful, guys. Man, and this is just the artwork. Wait till you see some of the renderings. It's beautiful, and I really love how they're embracing the lore. They have a lot of lore master, presumably lore artists as well, helping them out, but this is just looking amazing. I can go on and on with the hype train. We obviously have to put a break on the hype train, but it's hard after years of looking at, cool renderings of historical characteristics. You never saw that much built into like a rusty iron sword as much as you're seeing in these hugely embellished and stylized works. I mean, look at this axe right here. It's just beautiful, and it's hard not to get carried away with the fantastical element and just how much more the art crew can pour into this. I'm going to pause once more so we can admire the various axes. These are things that, with each Total War title, we get more and more graphical fidelity in the games, and so combine that with fantasy, which allows you to pull even more ridiculous artwork into this. I think the pairing of good graphics with good art is going to mean for a very just, oh my god, the regalia of the dwarves in particular is just going to be mind-blowing. And here we get our first sort of close-up of the dwarf characters themselves, the heights, the models, and obviously they did say there are going to be various skeletons to go with the different units in the game. Close-up of one of the Warhammers that they're going to be having. They did mention in this video, the war axemen and then the hammerers in this game. And of course, the dwarves are known for a bunch of different weapons. Here we do see some combat animations. They have said that they're going to be stocky, almost like they want to show like a spring that's being let loose. These guys can pack a punch, and they're very energetic, despite being in all their armor. Right now, of course, we see this with renderings, and my god, these guys are going to take a bunch of hits before they go down. These guys are so freaking cool, man. And this is like a Spartan hoplite on steroids. Imagine getting these guys fully upgraded with armor. These guys are going to be tanks, and so I can't wait to see troll slayers and units like that. I wanted to play back to you the combat animations that we see on these guys. Obviously, they're going to be heavy hitters, close combat. They said they're going to be stocky, have high attack, high damage, and all that stuff. Be very, very elite warriors. Probably few in numbers and not super agile, but when they get up close, you can see him tearing this goblin apart. Speaking of goblins, it's nice to see a little bit of that action right there. Then we get another pan of this, again in slow motion, so you can appreciate this. And good god, the artists have been doing so much fantastic work on this. It's just awesome. And then here we see a cluster of 3 warriors on the charge. Nice views of them, their weapons. These could perhaps be dwarven hero units that you can get on the battlefield. We're not quite sure yet. Of course, this is just another teaser, but they go to show you a little bit of what they look like when they're running. Now, of course, this is all, pre-rendered and all that stuff, but just this screenshot here, imagine, this multiplied tenfold as dwarves charge forward, and you start to get the sense of I don't even know how to describe this. The sense of mind-numbing awesomeness that it is going to be this Warhammer title. And again, I have to be careful when I say this because we were saying the same thing with Rome too. So yes, please check. Keep your hype train in check. Apply the brakes. Don't go full speed ahead, but man, it's hard not to. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video. I hope to bring you guys some special stuff in the near future. Some awesome stuff soon. It has to do with giveaways and a significant amount of YouTube money that I've poured into acquiring giveaways for you guys. So yeah, stay tuned for that soon. I hope to unveil that relatively soon. But yeah, it plans to be exciting. See you next time.